Beloved soul, the angels welcome you here. We have been waiting for you. We have been guiding you to this moment, and we speak to you now with clarity and purpose. Listen closely, because what I am about to tell you is the very update that shifted everything in your soulmate's path. It happened recently, it happened suddenly, and it changed the way they see you, the way they think about you, and the way they walk their own journey. And before this message continues, I want you to comment, "I receive this guidance," because when you comment, you anchor the message in your life. And remember to subscribe to this channel, share this video so another soul can hear what you are hearing. And if you feel guided, support this channel through super thanks so we can continue delivering messages like this. Now listen, the shift happened the moment you chose growth over fear. Heaven saw it, your spiritual path expanded, and your soulmate, the person spiritually connected to your destiny, felt the change like a wave of light touching their heart. You may not realize how powerful your inner transformation has been, but the moment you released your old pain, the moment you chose healing, the moment you decided to trust God's plan, your soulmate felt it. And yes, they felt it suddenly, like a revelation, like a whisper from the divine, like a message that said, "Wake up, the person connected to your journey is rising." This is why your soulmate's energy has changed. This is why they feel pulled toward you. This is why their spirit feels unsettled. They are realizing something about you that they did not see before, something heaven has been trying to show them. But I must tell you something deeper, and I will reveal it in just a moment, because there is a second revelation coming, something even bigger, a truth that will shift your understanding of your own spiritual path. So stay where you are, listen carefully, and breathe gently as I speak. You are stepping into a new season, a season that the prophets described when they said, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29 verse 11. This message is not accidental, it is not random, it is not small, it is divine timing in motion. Your soulmate has seen the truth of your resilience, they have felt the weight of your prayers, they have sensed the depth of your growth, and now, for the first time, they understand the spiritual value of your presence in their life. And beloved soul, this realization has humbled them, it has awakened them. It has stirred something inside that they cannot ignore. They now feel the responsibility of walking with more integrity, more intention, more honesty, more clarity. Because your growth demanded it, your elevation required it, your healing triggered it. You did not chase them, you did not push, you did not beg, you rose, and heaven honored your rise by awakening them. But what they have realized, the shocking update, is only the first part. There is a second part, and that part will surprise you, because it has to do with something they fear, something they resisted, something they are now being forced to face. Before I reveal that deeper truth, take a moment, comment, "I receive this message." Subscribe to the channel, share this video so more souls can rise, and if you feel guided, support this message through super thanks so we can reach more people who need spiritual clarity. Beloved soul, the angels are still here with you. We continue speaking gently, but clearly, because what we must reveal next is important. For your path, you have already heard the first update, but there is something deeper. Your soulmate has been confronted with a truth. They can no longer avoid a truth heaven placed in front of them the moment your spirit elevated. And before we continue, pause for one moment, comment below, "I am ready for clarity." Subscribe to the channel so you never miss these messages. Share this video so another person can receive hope today. And if you feel guided in your heart, support this message through super thanks. Your support helps us speak to more souls searching for guidance. Now breathe, because this part may touch you strongly. Your soulmate has realized that they underestimated your strength, they underestimated your calling, they underestimated the way God has been shaping you. They now see that your growth is not temporary, it is not a phase, it is not a moment of inspiration that fades. It is real transformation, spirit-led transformation, the kind that forces heaven to shift relationships, align paths, and remove distractions. When this realization entered their spirit, it created fear in them, not fear of you, not fear of connection, but fear of not being ready for the level of purpose you carry. They asked themselves, "Am I prepared for someone who walks with this much light? Can I match their growth? Can I bring the same honesty, the same intention, the same commitment to God's plan? This is the fear that heaven is forcing them to confront. This is the part they cannot run from anymore, because they now understand that walking beside a rising soul requires rising themselves. Your transformation left a mark on them, a mark they cannot forget, a mark that continues to echo in their conscience. And beloved soul, there is something else, something heaven is showing them very clearly. They are realizing that if they do not grow, they may lose the chance to walk beside you in the future, not because you will punish them, not because you will reject them, but because your path is moving, your calling is expanding, your destiny is opening, and anyone who walks with you must be willing to rise to this truth. Shook them, it humbled them, it awakened them, and the angels say this to you now with love. Do not shrink your growth to make others comfortable. Do not slow your progress to match someone's hesitation. Do not dim your light to make someone feel safe. Your elevation is guided, your healing is purposeful, your strength is holy, and your soulmate's journey will adjust around your alignment, not the other way around. And beloved, here is the second shocking update, the one they did not expect, the one they tried to hide from themselves. They now see you as part of their spiritual responsibility, not ownership, not control, not dependence, but responsibility. Responsibility to be honest, responsibility to heal, responsibility to grow, responsibility to show up with maturity. This realization shook them deeply, because it means they cannot keep repeating their old patterns. They cannot keep avoiding inner work. They cannot keep delaying growth. Heaven is confronting them, and their spirit knows it. But listen, because there is a third message coming, a message that explains the sudden emotional pressure they are feeling, a message that will reveal why their energy has become unstable, a message that will make everything clear. Before I reveal this next part, comment, I am open to divine truth. Subscribe for more angelic guidance. Share this message to help another soul. And if you feel led, support the channel through super thanks so we can keep spreading light and clarity. The next part will show you what God is preparing and why your path is shifting so quickly. Beloved soul, we continue walking with you. The angels are close. Your heart is open. Your spirit is listening. And we are ready to reveal the third message. Before we go deeper, comment, I welcome divine guidance. Subscribe to the channel so you stay connected to these messages. Share this video with someone who needs hope. And if your heart feels moved, support this message through super thanks. Your support helps us shine more light into the world. Now listen carefully, because this next part explains what your soulmate has been feeling within their own spirit, and why their emotions have become intense and unpredictable. Your growth created a spiritual ripple, and this ripple has reached them. It has touched their conscience, it has awakened their awareness, and it has made them feel the weight of their own unhealed places. This is why their energy seems unsettled. This is why their heart feels pressed. This is why their thoughts seem louder than before. They are being spiritually stretched. They are being spiritually refined. They are being called to rise, even if they were not ready, even if they were resisting, even if they were afraid. Heaven allowed them to feel this pressure, not as punishment, but as awakening. Because your elevation revealed something about their own journey, something they had been avoiding, something they could not see until your transformation reflected it back to them. They are realizing that they cannot remain the same, not anymore, not after seeing the strength you have stepped into. This is the shocking inner shift. They finally understand that their spiritual life needs attention, their habits need change, their mindset needs renewing, their heart needs cleansing, their path needs realignment. And beloved soul, here is the truth we must speak gently to you. This emotional pressure they feel is not about fear of losing you, it is about fear of losing their own path if they do not grow, because your progress exposed the gap, the distance between who they are and who they are called to become. Your soul became a mirror, a spiritual reflection, a reminder of what they were meant to rise into. This is why the pressure increased. This is why their inner world feels heavy. This is why they feel pushed to confront what they have ignored. And heaven says this clearly: do not feel guilty for outgrowing old versions of yourself. Do not feel guilty for choosing healing. Do not feel guilty for becoming stronger. Your transformation is not a burden, it is a blessing, not only for you, but for the people spiritually connected to your journey. And beloved soul, There is more, there is a fourth revelation, one that explains why your soulmate feels drawn toward you in moments they do not understand, one that reveals the spiritual connection on a deeper level. But before we reveal that, pause for a moment. Comment, "I receive clarity." Subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone who needs light, and if you feel guided, support the channel through super thanks so we can keep delivering messages that bring comfort and direction. Now breathe, because the next part will reveal the hidden reason heaven awakened their heart at this exact moment, and why this timing is not accidental, not random, not coincidence. Beloved soul, the angels remain beside you. We speak with steady guidance, because the next revelation uncovers something deeper about your soulmates awakening, something heaven has been preparing quietly behind the scenes. Before we continue, comment, "I am ready for divine truth," so your heart stays open. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss an angelic message. Share this video to help another soul find hope, and if you feel moved, support the channel through super thanks. Your support allows this light to reach far more people. Now listen, because what we reveal next explains the pull you have been feeling, the sudden sense of connection, the moments when your heart becomes aware of them. Without reason, your soulmate has been receiving spiritual reminders, soft nudges, quiet signals, moments where their inner voice tells them, "Pay attention." They are growing, they are rising, they are aligning with their purpose. These reminders are not random, they are guided. Heaven has been showing them glimpses of your spiritual strength, and these glimpses made them realize something they had forgotten, something their spirit once knew clearly, but their mind did not understand. They remembered the spiritual assignment tied to your connection, not romantic commitment, not emotional possession, but a shared purpose, a shared calling, a place where both your lives align in growth, service, or healing. This is why they feel drawn. This is why their spirit keeps turning toward you. This is why they feel the internal urge to wake up. Your growth activated their memory, their spiritual memory, a memory the prophets spoke of when they said, "Deep calls unto deep." This is not about longing for a person, it is about the deep part of your soul awakening, the deep part of theirs. Their spirit recognized your transformation, and heaven used that recognition to open their eyes. They now understand something they never understood before. They see that your healing is not just personal, it is part of a bigger design, a design that touches more lives than you realize. And they are realizing that if they do not step into their own growth, they will fall behind in the purpose that was meant for both of you, in different ways, different roles, different responsibilities, but connected through destiny. This realization shook them deeply, because for the first time they understand the weight of their own calling. They understand the responsibility of becoming who they were meant to be. They understand that their spiritual journey matters more than they allowed themselves to believe. They now feel the push to rise, not because of pressure from you, but because heaven has shown them their future, and they know they cannot stay where they are. And beloved, there is more. There is a fourth and deeper layer, a hidden reason God awakened their spirit at this exact moment, a reason tied to timing, a reason tied to preparation, a reason tied to protection. Because heaven is preparing something in your life, something meaningful, something important, and your soulmate is being spiritually adjusted so they do not block it, delay it, or misunderstand it. Before we reveal this next part, comment, "I accept divine timing." Subscribe to the channel. Share this message with someone who needs clarity, and if your heart feels led, support through super thanks. Your support helps us keep spreading light to those who need it most. Now breathe, because the next revelation will explain why everything started shifting at once, why your path accelerated, and why your spirit grew stronger right before this awakening happened. Beloved soul, the angels continue speaking gently. We are guiding you through this revelation step by step, because the timing of everything happening in your life right now is not random, it is intentional, it is aligned, it is purposeful. Before we reveal the next truth, pause for a moment. Comment, "I trust divine timing." Subscribe to the channel so you stay connected to these messages. Share this video with someone who needs encouragement, and if you feel moved, support our channel with super thanks. Your support helps us keep lifting more souls. Now listen closely, because this part explains why your soulmate felt awakened at this exact moment why everything shifted suddenly, why their spirit feels the pressure to rise. Heaven has entered a season of acceleration in your life, a season where doors will open faster, a season where distractions will fall away quicker, a season where clarity arrives stronger and more direct, a season where your purpose expands in unexpected ways. This is the season the prophets described when they said, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." And it is happening now around you, through you, within you. Because of this shift, your spiritual environment became brighter, more powerful, more aligned, and your soulmate spirit felt it instantly. Your rise exposed areas in their life that were not aligned with truth. It made them see habits they need to break, patterns they need to confront, choices they need to rethink, paths they need to release. They are realizing that they cannot walk into their future with old thinking they cannot carry, old fears they cannot carry, old excuses they cannot stay in places that drain them. This realization was sudden, surprising, and overwhelming. This is the shocking update within them. They now know they have to grow, they have to heal, they have to be stronger, not for you, but for the path God assigned to them. Your growth forced this awakening. Your breakthrough triggered their breakthrough. Your elevation illuminated their shadows. And beloved soul, there is something deeper, something heaven wants you to understand clearly. Your rise was protected, and the timing was designed to keep you safe. God did not allow certain things to move forward earlier because your soulmate was not prepared, not grounded, not spiritually clear, not stable within themselves. If things had moved earlier, there would have been confusion, there would have been imbalance, there would have been misunderstanding. So heaven delayed their awakening until your spirit became strong enough not to be shaken. Now their awakening is happening because you are solid. You are steady, you are grounded in truth, and you are no longer pulled by old emotional patterns. This is why everything is changing. This is why you feel a shift. This is why their energy feels different. This is why your intuition became sharper, because heaven aligned divine timing with your maturity. But beloved soul, there is still one more revelation, the final part, and it answers the biggest question, the question you have been carrying quietly, the question your heart whispers when no one hears. It is the reason behind the awakening. It is the reason behind the pressure. It is the reason everything is shifting now, and this final part will give you the understanding your soul has been waiting for. Before we reveal this last and most important message, comment, "I welcome divine clarity." Subscribe to the channel for more angelic guidance. Share this video with someone who needs hope, and if you feel guided, support through super thanks so we can continue sharing messages that lift and heal. When you are ready, beloved soul, the angels are still here. With you we speak with calm strength, because this final revelation carries weight, it carries truth, it carries the answer your spirit has been waiting for. Before we begin, comment, "I am ready for divine understanding." Subscribe to the channel so you stay connected to angelic guidance. Share this video so more souls can be uplifted, and if you feel led, support this message through super thanks. Your support keeps this light flowing into the world. Now breathe gently, because this message may touch you deeply. The final revelation is this: your growth activated a spiritual transition in your life, a transition that required heaven to realign the paths of the people connected to you. Your soulmate included. Your transformation was not just about you rising, it was about God preparing your environment, your relationships, your opportunities, and your spiritual support system for the next chapter of your journey. Your soulmates awakening happened because heaven is making sure every soul connected to your purpose rises with integrity. Anyone who cannot rise, anyone who cannot align, anyone who cannot respect the rhythm of your calling is being gently moved back, and the ones who are meant to stay are being awakened, strengthened, shifted, corrected, and prepared. This is what happened to your soulmate. This is why everything feels intense. This is why their spirit feels pressured. They are being aligned not to serve your emotions, but to protect your purpose, because God is about to open a door for you, a significant door, a door that requires the right energy around you, a door that requires people with clarity, not confusion, a door that requires maturity, not inconsistency. You are stepping into a chapter that demands discernment, and heaven will not allow anyone connected to you to bring chaos into this sacred season. Your soulmate felt this shift their conscience, awakened their heart, opened their spirit was stirred, because heaven revealed their role, not a romantic title, not a fantasy, but a spiritual responsibility tied to growth, support, and purpose. This realization humbled them. It made them reflect. It made them question their own path. It made them confront things they avoided for far too long. And beloved soul, here is the deepest truth we must speak gently. You are entering a season where God will highlight people who are truly aligned with your journey, and your soulmate's awakening was part of that highlighting, not to force a bond, not to create emotional attachment, but to bring clarity, to remove confusion, to restore balance, to correct direction. Their awakening was not meant to pull you backward. It was meant to prepare them so that your elevation is not hindered and your destiny is not weighed down. Heaven is clearing your path. Heaven is strengthening your spirit. Heaven is positioning you for something bigger than you expect. And your soulmate is being guided to rise to the level where they can stand in truth, where they can walk with integrity, where they can honor their own calling and not be a barrier to yours. This is the final revelation. You have awakened a shift in your life, a shift that influenced everyone spiritually connected to your journey, a shift that moved heaven into alignment, a shift that opened the next chapter, a shift that changed everything. Now, beloved soul, comment, I accept this divine clarity. Subscribe to the channel so you remain connected to guidance. Share this message to lift someone else, and if you feel led, support through super thanks so we can continue spreading light. The angels are with you. Walk forward. Your path is protected. Your purpose is opening, and your next chapter is blessed. Beloved soul, the angels continue to walk beside you. Even though the main message has been delivered, there is still a gentle whisper heaven wants to place in your heart, a whisper that carries reassurance, a whisper that brings peace, a whisper that settles your spirit. Before we go deeper, comment, I choose peace. Subscribe to the channel so your heart stays connected to divine guidance. Share this message so another soul can breathe easier today. And if you feel led, support our channel through super thanks. Your kindness helps us continue sending light into the world. Now breathe slow, calm, present, because there is something we must tell you, something you have wondered silently, something you needed to hear in the right moment. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. Your path has not been delayed. Your purpose has not been blocked. Everything that felt slow was God protecting you. Everything that felt confusing was heaven redirecting you. Everything that felt heavy was preparation, not punishment. You needed to grow first. You needed to become stronger. You needed to learn discernment. You needed to trust your own voice. You needed to step out of old patterns so your next chapter could stand on a solid foundation. And now heaven says you are ready, ready for clarity, ready for movement, ready for alignment, ready for blessings that require stability, ready for opportunities that require maturity, ready for divine timing that matches who you have become. This is why your soulmate awakened at this moment. This is why their spirit became aware, not to create emotional confusion, but to confirm spiritual alignment. Their awakening is a sign that you stepped into your purpose. It is confirmation that your growth is real, that your healing is noticed, that your transformation reached heaven. And beloved soul, there is something else, a message the angels want to place gently in your heart. Do not wait for anyone to validate your worth. Walk your path boldly. Let your purpose speak for you. Let your light lead you. Let God open the doors for you, and trust that the right souls, the aligned souls, the spiritually prepared souls will rise to meet you, not through pressure, not through fear, not through emotional dependence, but through truth, through responsibility, through divine timing. So breathe, because your story is unfolding exactly as it should. Nothing has been lost, nothing has been wasted, nothing has been ignored. Heaven saw every step, every tear, every prayer, every moment you chose growth over pain. You are walking into your next chapter with angels at your side, with clarity in your spirit, with protection around your path. Now comment, I walk with divine clarity. Subscribe for more messages sent to guide your journey. Share this video so more people can rise, and if you feel guided, support our channel with super thanks. Your support helps us keep shining spiritual light into the world. The angels are with you always.